Hello, everybody. Coach Steven here, your personal coach with 3 Pillar Coaching and 3pillarcoaching.com. Why being fearless doesn't work. Do you have a lot of different fears? Does fear have a grip on you in your life and manifest in different ways? Like fear of public speaking, which is bullshit, by the way. I'll explain more in a minute. Um, Fear of meeting new people, fear of stepping into a new role that's outside of your comfort zone, whether it be in work or at school or in business. All of these things can manifest in our lives that keeps us from stepping out of that place of comfort, stepping out of that place of stuckness, and stepping out into something new and exciting and powerful in our lives. So if you dig this content and you want to know more, stick around because we are going to dive in, and hit the like, hit the subscribe, because I'll be posting more videos like this on the channel very soon. So why being fearless doesn't work? It's not a matter of stuffing down the fear. It's not a matter of fighting the fear, which, by the way, fear is a protection mechanism. It has a purpose. Its purpose is to protect us in some way. And you protect things you love. So fear is born out of love. So why would you fight and ignore and rail against something that is born out of love? So acceptance, acknowledgement, and then exposing the fear for what it is takes away the power that the fear has over you. So the absence of fear is not bravery. The absence of fear just begets more fear. Because if you say, okay, I'm going to go do this thing. It scares the shit out of me, but I'm going to go do it anyway. And you just totally ignore the fear and you just charge into this thing and you're scared and you do it. Okay, that's awesome because you're committed to doing something. But then the next time that you do something that scares you, the fear just comes right back. So you haven't done anything to improve your relationship with fear. All you're doing is spending all your time managing the fear. All you're doing is spending every situation like this trying to just squash the fear, and you're managing all the time instead of having an understanding of where the fear is born and where the fear speaks in your body and in your mind, and how to separate those things and be able to accept and acknowledge and expose the outcomes for what they are. Okay, so here's an example. The public speaking thing. I'm afraid of public speaking. I have a fear of public speaking. Do you? You speak in public all the time. You were just at Walmart and you had a 5-minute conversation with the lady in the pool section about floaties or some shit. So you're not afraid of speaking in public. You're not afraid of speaking. You speak all the time. What you're afraid of is the outcome of putting yourself out there, of exposing yourself to all these people, and not in that way, you sickos. I mean, laying yourself bare in front of all these people to be judged, and let all your self-doubts creep in, and, oh, what if this thing doesn't go the way I thought it was? What if I forget shit? What if they're judging me? What if they think I don't know what I'm talking about? Imposter syndrome. What if, what if, right? Those things are the outcome that the fear lives in. But what's going on in your body that prepares you to go out on stage is the thing that you can really get present with and really be aware of. Your pulse starts to quicken, your mouth gets dry, you forget all the shit that you're supposed to say. Your hands start to sweat and you're kind of shaking. That's your body preparing you to do something amazing, right? In the past, it was run from a lion, okay? But we don't get chased by lions very much anymore. And if you do, you're an idiot because you're putting yourself in a situation where you can be chased by a lion. Stop doing that, okay? But being real aware of, what's going on in your body and then what's going on in your mind. This physical response comes in and then your mind starts going, oh, what if, right? And that's where the fear operates, is in that outcome. It lives in the thing, the action, but it operates on you, it works on you in relation to the outcome. So instead of just ignoring the fear or pushing it down or squashing it, all that does is just allow the fear to come back the next time you do the thing. And you're just managing, right? So, the important thing is to remember that, fear is there to protect you. It's born out of love because you protect things you love, right? So why would you fight it and rail against it and everything? You accept it, acknowledge it, and expose the outcome of the fear, because that's what you're really afraid of, right? You're not afraid of the public speaking. You're afraid of, the idea that people might ridicule you or whatever, right? Your self-doubts and all of these things. You're not afraid of, a roller coaster. You're afraid of falling, right? You're not afraid of falling. You're afraid of hitting the ground, right? You're afraid of dying, right? So that's the fear. But what if you could fall without getting hurt? It's kind of fun, right? That's why trampolines are fun. That's why bungee jumping is, fun. But before you do that, your body is, all right, here we go. You got to make yourself do it, right? But, you're probably not going to die. Probably not, right? So it's fun and exciting. So what if someone was going to, there's an arena of 5,000 people and somebody's got you backstage and they're going to shove you out on stage. They're like, here's your speech, go, you're on. You immediately shit your pants, right? You start to sweat, your mouth gets dry, you forget everything, your hands are sweating and you're like, oh man, what are these people are going to think I'm some kind of moron. But what if all of those people were replaced with cardboard cutouts of people and weird people like SpongeBob and Weird Al Yankovic and Ozzy Osbourne and Speed Racer and just all 5,000 cardboard cutouts in this arena? You would go out there and have fun with it. There's nobody there. There's not another human being in the arena. So there is no outcome that can take any hold on you. So the fear of public speaking doesn't have any hold on you because the outcome is diminished. So instead of trying to just get rid of the fear, get rid of the protection mechanism, the way to do this is to accept and acknowledge and convince yourself that you no longer need to be protected. And if you no longer need to be protected, the protection mechanism loses its usefulness, right? There's no need for the fear. There's no need in that situation to be afraid because you've come to terms with the outcome of the fear and diminished its hold on you, its grip on you. So just a thought, next time you are gripped by fear by something, stop, separate what's going on in your body from what's going on in your mind and diminish the outcome of the fear. Now, if you're truly in a, like a life and death situation, somebody's shooting at you or something, first of all, get out of there. Okay. But, yeah, that's fear. And by the way, fear is real. Somebody says, okay, just ignore the fear. It's not real. You hear people say that all the time. It's not real. Okay. Part of that's kind of true. What they're getting at is that, look, you're going to go out there on stage and give this speech and a meteor is not going to hit you. Okay. These people are not going to rush the stage and beat you to death or something. Okay. So the outcome of the fear of exposing, your ideas or your word or yourself to these people in some way, that somehow their judgment or something like that is going to diminish you somehow is the outcome of the fear. But when you get rid of that element of it, the fear, it doesn't have any grip on you, any power. So what you've done is you've gotten rid of the need for that protection mechanism. And you did so through acceptance, acknowledgement, understanding, and not, a fight. And I think that is the key to diminishing the grip of fear in your life. So not being fearless, but fearing less, and having the fear have less power over you in your life. Okay, so I hope that helped. If you dig it, please hit the like, hit the subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.